Hey guys, I'm back. I paused my video and where I'm using my cell phone, I exited out the screen thinking that, or I shut my screen down thinking that I could just turn it back on and it would be ready. I paused it, and whenever I turned my phone back on, it had ended the video and I was about 8 minutes in. Um, but basically, the video is um, I got a I went to put this lever. This is my TTR's lever onto my KDX, and I realized that my the peel at the end of the line had broke basically off. This is what was broke off, that end right here, and this is what was holding it on. And that would have been bad if I would have broke going down the road, not having a shifter. That would have not ended very well. But this used to be, you see, there used to be threads in this bottom end, and this piece was wide because this was the bolt that went down through it. This went through the top and this went through the bottom, and it was supposed to thread in, but it didn't. So they had this little nut right here on the bottom of it, and it was working fine. I was replacing this lever because whenever you sit it right there, it really far down, and it held it way too close to the handle bar grip as I wanted to shift. And this one is nice and farther away, and it allows me to be able to keep a finger at my first knuckle instead of my second where it was at with this lever. And the reason why I drilled the hole out is because if you look, this is where that one sat, and it stuck up for this. I'm guessing they did this as for a mirror. This was probably a mirror mount or some sort of a mount, maybe for hot start, or because you got this, which is threaded, and I would say a mirror could go in that. Well, I know a mirror can go in that. So I don't know what's up with all this extra end right here, but I didn't like how this was the bottom and all this stuck up over top of the perch. So I went and drilled this hole out on the bottom, and this bolt fit in up until the threads. So I drilled the threads out on the bottom to put this bolt in it, and now it's right flush with there. It moves just perfectly. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit more. And that was as far as I had gotten in the video, and I needed to find this bolt, and I paused the video and it ended, so I'm having to restart it. But probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a washer and put in between here, because you can see it's got a little bit of a movement, and I know that's not bad, but if I can get rid of that, I might try to. It might not even be big enough for a washer. I might just try to crank this down a little bit to pinch it and take a little bit of that slack out. I'm gonna see, let's try that right now. And it's taking a little bit out of it, but not a whole lot. And then this piece right here is so close that it's actually right up against this little piece right here, and I don't know what that does. But it works good because it's a bolt. It stops the nut from spinning. Oh yeah, there's maybe a millimeter, and it moves freely. Oh yeah, I'll probably bend this up a little bit because whenever it pulls it down. So I don't want to break this, but I'll bend that a little bit here in a second. If I break it, then I'll just try to shape this one, and if I break this one, which I need a clutch cable anyway. The cable's going to be $12. This would be like $10. I'm supposed to be selling that right there, that frame for the YZ. I'm supposed to be selling it, so I should be able to buy all this stuff if the guy gets back to me today about the frame. And if he don't, then I got a neighbor that I fed their farm animals for them. They're supposed to be paying me for that in the next few days. I've got a little bit of money coming in that I'm basically just been dumping into the bike. And I don't feel bad at all about doing it. I love this bike. It's a good bike. Right now it don't have no gas. But she's out of commission until I can get a new lever or a new cable. And I guess until then there won't be no riding videos or nothing out. I got my new helmet that I need to find out. I need to get a camera for it to mount to it. There's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to doing. There's a lot of stuff that I can't afford to do right now, but hopefully I've been putting in some applications for summer jobs and stuff, but hopefully I'll start getting in some money and we'll really fix her up like she needs to be. I can get my back brake looked at or changed. I was swapping out the back wheel and pressed the caliper in, and now, I didn't turn it in real hard. I backed it in real gently, and I didn't press it in too hard once it bottomed out. I quit turning it, but whenever I put it all back together, I had a squishy brake and no brake pressure. The only thing that's pulling my brake back up is the spring. And I also got a busted phone because whenever I was putting these spoke wraps on, which I love how they look, but I was putting them on and I had to pick up the bike and sit it on that cooler right there because that cooler's busted. I leaned the bike and picked it up on the exhaust side and leaned this side on my leg, and I guess I bet it was that right there. That bolt right there busted my phone screen, so I'm going to be getting me a Galaxy S6 next week. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to be getting a new seat cover hopefully soon. I wanted to get a factory FX with the grip tape or the grip bars with orange down the middle, black on the sides, and black stripes, or even orange on the side. I don't really care, but it looks like I might have to go with just a black seat because for a KDX 200 with this seat length and stuff, I can't find one to match that's orange. So I found a brand, it's called like Gearhead something. They have seats that's got little emblems and pictures and stuff on the back third. I might do that. But it's coming along slowly but surely. People are kind of giving me crap over turning a green Kawasaki orange, and orange is my favorite color. I'm not a KDX nut. I mean, I like them because they're orange, but orange is my favorite color. That's why the bike is slowly getting orange pieces on it. I mean, you make them how you want. Don't make it to make other people happy. Make your bike to make you happy. And everybody else can get over it, I guess. I mean, but that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'm working on 10 minutes. I'm sorry I'm making long videos. I hope I don't bore you guys. I don't have editing software. So, it's a work in progress. I'm trying. But I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. Ride safe and be careful. And take it easy.